welcome back. We've already mentioned that in Scrum, the project manager is most likely playing the role of Scrum Master. So what exactly does a Scrum Master role entail? In this video, I'll further define what a Scrum Master is. Then I'll explain some of the differences and similarities between a Scrum Master and a project manager. The Scrum Master promotes and supports the Scrum process by helping everyone understand and implement Scrum. This includes its practices, rules, and values. My favorite way to describe the role of a Scrum Master is that they're responsible for helping the team be their very best. They can achieve this by coaching individuals on the team to manage external forces, as well as maximizing the team's internal potential. The Scrum Master's responsibilities include coaching team members on the Agile and Scrum practices, rules, and values, and helping to find ways to manage the product backlog effectively. The product backlog is the single authoritative source for things that a team works on. It contains all of the product features, product requirements, and activities associated with deliverables to achieve the goal of the project. The Scrum Master facilitates Scrum events such as sprint retrospectives, which happen at the end of every sprint. The Scrum Master helps the team remove any blockers to their progress, such as missing information or access to training or tools. The Scrum Master also prevents unhelpful interactions or interruptions coming from outside of the team. At this point, you may be wondering, how am I going to do all of that? Well, you probably already have many of the traits that Scrum Masters need to execute these tasks. A Scrum Master is required to be organized and supportive as they lead. They're also facilitators, coaches, and great communicators. Let's find out how these traits are helpful in a Scrum Master's role. Scrum Masters must have good organizational skills that help them to effectively organize project artifacts and manage Scrum events. Scrum Masters must be supportive leaders who focus on the needs of others and the needs of the team before their individual needs. They're not aiming to raise themselves up as a manager of the team who bosses people around. Rather, they're always asking questions like, how can I help? Or what would help the team go forward on this project? Scrum Masters facilitate productivity and collaboration. This is a critical skill to ensuring every team member's voice is heard, and that their input is addressed. Scrum Masters must coach team members on Scrum theory and application. Coaching is a skill that encourages dialogue and discussion over simply giving the answers directly. Finally, Scrum Masters must be great communicators, particularly when it comes to stakeholders. Scrum Masters are experienced in engaging with diverse stakeholders who may have competing perspectives and styles. A Scrum Master who can relate to many different types of people is a powerful and essential teammate to have on a project. You're probably wondering if the role of a Scrum Master differs from a traditional project manager. The answer is yes. The two roles can be quite different, although they may be played by the same individual and require a similar skill set. As their primary responsibility, the Scrum Master acts as a facilitator and a coach to the Scrum team, and they need to make sure that they have enough time in the day to do this job first and foremost. If the company requires the management of many additional project management activities, then the team might hire project managers who own that more traditional project management-oriented work. That work may include things like budget management, risk spreadsheets, or Gantt charts. But as I've said, it's common for traditional project managers to take on the role of a Scrum Master. They rely heavily on things like decision-making, communicating flexibility, organizational skills, and more. And the position of Scrum Master is a natural fit for many of us as project managers. You know a bit more about the pillars and the role of the Scrum Master. To recap, a Scrum Master must possess skills like organization, leadership, the ability to facilitate, coach, and manage stakeholders. And a Scrum Master can be quite different from a project manager in terms of their responsibilities, but the role may be played by the same individual since they require a similar skill set. In the next video, we'll learn what a product owner does. Meet you there.